Incest. A felony defined as an act of marrying or engaging in sexual intercourse with a person whom he knows to be related to him, either legitimately or illegitimately, as an ancestor, brother, or sister, or descendant, or either the whole or half blood. It includes sexual abuse. It is a misdemeanor that relates to sexual contact, such as touching of the genitals. Children abused by persons known to them, including a natural father or stepfather, experience a high degree of anxiety and ambivalence. Abused children came from immigrant, impoverished, intemperate, and marginalized homes. Victorian domestic literature frequently warned mothers to be aware of sluggish domestic workers caring for children, accusing them of calming young charges by masturbating them and introducing sexual activity prematurely. When a child contracted gonorrhea and a parent was found to have the disease as well, infected sheets and toilet seats were blamed instead of the parent. Mistaken belief that children could catch gonorrhea from objects led sexual abuse to be unrecognized. Freud, 1950, originally theorized that childhood molestation was a trauma suffered by all of his hysterical patients and was etiological in the disorder. Mother and son incest is the most uncommon type. The taboo appears to be so strong that one or both of the partners are usually severely emotionally disturbed or psychotic. Brother and sister incest is thought to be the most common form of incestuous behavior. Only 15% of these cases are reported to authorities. Most brother and sister incest represents exploitative sexual behavior rather than age-appropriate mutual curiosity and experimentation. Sibling incestuous behavior does not cross generational lines and seems to be less influenced by the guilt of the incest taboo. According to Freud, we're all repressing incestuous urges clients and claims that the mother's role as non-participant in the act itself is crucial to family dynamics. The non-fulfillment of mothers' roles as wives and mothers reported to be Corner's one. She is consciously or unconsciously pushing her daughter into the act of incest. She is a victim of wife abuse. During the Progressive Era, social workers uncovered cases of incest. They described girls as seducers rather than victims and considered sexually deviant. Fathers who were named perpetrators were rarely prosecuted. By the 1920s, children were often imbued with paradoxical qualities of being at once erotic and innocent. The attempt to reverse roles with their daughters, inappropriately seeking, nurturing, and caretaking from them, instead of giving their daughters these essentials. These group of men had several symbiotic personalities, including psychopathic, pedophilic, symbiotic, and other. These group of men with symbiotic personalities were amongst the largest, constituting 80 to 85% of all incestuous fathers. Here is a story of a young, naive, innocent child who was molested and a victim of incest. This is Ellie. Ellie is a young girl going through puberty, trying to discover who she is as a person. Ellie is surrounded by a loving family who cares for her dearly, yet she is ignored the most. She has 4 siblings and is the youngest of 5. When she was growing up, she began to find attraction towards her father. That attraction would later lead into a sexual-based relationship between herself and her father. This relationship would open the doors into a history full of incest and betrayal.